Should be live now, so hello internet. My name is DiggerTheDwarf and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Live. Yeah, so I've been getting the itch to get back into this. I know I've been gone for a while again. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I had school to try and focus on for a little bit, and then, I've been having issues with my computer. My poor old laptop that I've had for like 7 years it's not doing so well, and so, I've been really meaning to get back into doing some more stuff, but I just haven't had a chance. But it's how it goes. Luckily, though, good news is I have moved where my PlayStation setup is, so now I should be able to stream more or less when I want, and not, in the middle of the night. So, at least this should be able to happen a little bit more often, at least for the next few months. So anyway, let's get back to it. I should probably swap to my other thing here, and we need to take some more quests. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, because I had forgotten about this, but last time we pretty much cleared all of the quests. So, and I don't know, I always forget about, like, this thing here is something, and I can't, it's in the way, but I always forget about what it is. I can't remember if it's important or not, but, that happens when I don't play this game for months. But, like I said, this should be happening more often, so don't worry about it. Anyway, let's speak to the Guildmaster for Ul'dah's Most Wanted. Okay. And, yeah. So, like usual, I kind of got to get back into the swing of this, and if I seem a little low energy, I mean, it is, it's a little bit better of a time than previous streams I've done, but it is still 10 p.m. for me, and I had yard work to do this afternoon, so I'm a little tired, but like I said, I've been itching to play this game, so I'm going to try and work through it. But anyway, you look well, Finn. I hope you are ready for your next task, because I require your immediate assistance. There have been several violent murders recently, the victims of which were all Huron men. Well, that's not good. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that Lancers are responsible for the crimes. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, I fear it is only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I have just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking about in Stone's Throw. Considering the circumstances, I find it likely that these are our culprits. We cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw, outside the gate of Nald, and speak with any you find in the area. With luck, we may find these Lancers before they strike again. Seriously, what? Can I seriously not move that? It's in the way. You're in the way. How do I move you? That's not right. It does not seem to be doing anything. Whatever. like I said, I have to remember how to play this game. Let's see. You can go outside, right? It's here, so yeah. Gate of Nald. Loading. Loading. I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. I see. Right, there are more side quests over here, so I'm gonna go get those while I'm out here. You know, might as well, since I'm here. So, sprint. Ugh. I'm trying not to breathe too hard into the microphone. Like I said, it is a headset mic because that's all I can use with the PlayStation for right now, I think. Anyway, Eorzia. The Slaying of the Shrews. Danalan has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say that it takes no small amount of effort to make crops grow here. We've even introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it. That's good. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by snipping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Would you help us by thinning out the shrew population? The Shrew Hills would be the best place to start. Now there's some snapping shrews over there, but those are, I guess, a different species. Well, I guess they're right here, so might as well. Okay, that's one down. That's two. And that's a three. Oh, that was easy. Thank you, friend. You truly are the champion of earthworms. I honestly, because I know there's titles that you can have for your character in this game. Genuinely, if I could have that as a title, champion of earthworms, I would have that one. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest of pumpkins. I wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. What do I get here? Wind shards, right? Okay. Huzzah! You have more quests. Listen to your fish? Okay. An idle adventurer is a sorry sight. I have no need of assistance at the moment, but perhaps someone at the Coffer and Coffin wants a helping hand. Once for a helping hand, I believe he said. Wowo Baru, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like Orobon. Not familiar with that, but yeah. I don't know if that's a real fish, to be fair. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have a mind to give some fish to Wowobaru, I can wholeheartedly recommend fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough for him to experiment with. Right. And then there's the main quest over here, which I guess I might as well take since I'm in the area. Doa needs a reliable adventurer to deliver a gift to the coffer and coffin. Well, how about that? You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. I see we're doing alliteration. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead, and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Right. Which is back over here. Gagari. If Doa doesn't come calling soon, is literally like 20 feet away. The spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. I have a receipt of purchase. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. Deluged? Whatever. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Right. Anyway, I have to go, murder some foreigners or something? The freelancers. Ah, yes, that's good. That's a good one. Hello, gutless gladiator. Don't kill me, please. I'm not the one you want. Hello. Right. Good. And where'd you go? Thank you, thank you. They appeared out of nowhere, asked me if I was Aldous at Spear Point, but I said no, but they attacked me anyway. What did I do to deserve this? I don't know. Right. Well, I'll go report about that later. I need to... Because what does... Can I see... How do I see? What does my... Yeah, that reduces damage. What do these things do? Right, enmity generation. Which I don't know exactly what that means, but I infer that it means that if I were in a group with other people and we were surrounded by monsters, that Iron Will would help them. They would focus on me instead of the other players. Anyway, I'm gonna kill some fish while I'm here. I'm a little disappointed that you don't get to actually fish. You know, I don't see any other players. I know it's 10 p.m., 10:30 Eastern Time, which is maybe not a time that most people would be playing these games, but it's a Friday night. It's 10:30 on a Friday night. Surely there'll be some people on, but I don't see anybody on. Not even here in the noob area. I am by myself, which is sad, but understandable. No, I don't want to join the Fate. No, thank you. Ah. No, no, no. Smooth jazz. I mean, well, can I get to a... Can you actually sit on these? Yes, you can. Ah, smooth jazz. Anyway. Whoa, Baru. Fish, futile. There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. I have some fatty Orobon, thick cuts of Orobon, so fresh you can eat it raw, but probably shouldn't unless you enjoy parasites. Orobon, of course! But wait, how did you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution you suggest is sensational. Sauté with salt a squirt of sun lemon, so simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanalan. Were it not for your local largesse, I think I'm pretty well read. I have a good vocabulary, but this game, sometimes they pull out words that I have never seen before. Anyway, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. Yes, and I want potions, because I don't need either. Well, I know I just helped you out, but it looks like you might need more help. Do you perhaps have another side quest for me? More shrew meats. Okay. Ah, bugger. My stores of shrew meat are nearly naught. The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I am no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I have set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Alas, I am not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. Right, the tasting of the shrews. Yes, good. Roger. I have a pumpkin. Oh boy. Can I do a Scottish apple? Hopefully that didn't cause any problems on the stream. I accidentally slightly unplugged my headset. Hopefully you can still hear me. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. It was alright. It is believed that after eating pumpkin for the first time, the Sultana fell in love with the nutty flavor and ordered all her royal plantations to grow the vegetable. And so here is one of those pumpkins. Oh boy. What's that? Sisidora asked ye to bring this here to me? Heh, so even that foul-mouthed drug knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drinks on an arse back home. But hells, an honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. I can't keep up with the Scottish accent. I mean, the lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Excellent, and I get some steak. Yes, fate failed. I wasn't trying to be part of the fate. Well, prudence at this junction. You have some information for me, perhaps? Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. Excuse me. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. A bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Right. Gear. Yes, I know how to change gear. Okay. Well, that's right up there, huh? Well, I'm gonna go back this way. I gotta go to the barrel traps and do that for the shrews. Untamed shrew, yes, very good, very good. There's one. The Untamed Shrews, that's a Shakespeare reference, if you didn't get it. I'm not trying to sound condescending or anything, but I don't know, some people might not know about Shakespeare plays. I feel like they're fairly famous, you know. But Taming of the Shrew, I think, might not be one of the most famous ones. Seems like I feel like people know about Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth, but Taming of the Shrew, not so much. Have you carved up the critters? Quickly, else my customers will complain. Yes, shrew meat. The flavor of shrew meat is only bearable if it is prepared within 6 bells of its harvest. Even then, it still must be blended with strong spices and smoked to be considered even remotely edible. Its rich, robust redness. Shrew meat is lean yet lovely, I'll learn you. Slathered in my secret sauce and smoked, it is a symphony of savory sensations that will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. It takes time to prepare it properly, though, so I fear we may be forced to deny our dedicated customers their desired dinner regardless. Okay, are we done with the alliteration now? It's funny, but also it's getting a little tiring. Okay, I guess I'll go up here for the main quest. Ooh. Side quest? Chocobo Keep? Hello. Okay, I don't need the porters. Right, rental chocobos. Yes, I remember doing this from before. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Right. Okay, so not a side quest, just a thing. Okay. Warren. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. Hold on, let me get another drink. It really does take a toll on your voice. We stone torches are sellswords hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I send an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Right. Well, I believe that I have, because that's level 5, that's level 6, 8, 5, 5, yeah. So I'm good. I've got good equipment. I'm level 10 for crying out loud. So you are ready for inspection? Good, everything appears in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I've had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Right. And now I get better gear. Yeah. I mean, that's better than what I've got, so I guess I might as well take it. Right? I don't know how it'll look. Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible, but it is a little poofy. Okay, so what did you actually need my help with? Exterminating goblins. Now let's get to it, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for our goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Sounds good, but also I see a side quest. Hello, Aethelgith. See that bloke over there? Name's Osbert, and he's hurt bad. Now, it ain't exactly my job to mind his business. I'm a torch, he's a blade, but at the end of the day, we're both people, you know what I'm saying? Any road, I went over to him just earlier and asked what's wrong, but he refuses to tell me, the stubborn bugger. Seems his pride's more important to him than his life. What is it with men and acting tough? Hey, don't ask me. I tell myself I've tried, but if the fella ends up kicking the bucket, I don't want that on my conscience. I know this is sudden, but could you try and talk him into drinking a high potion? I'd sleep a deal better for it. I ain't got one on me, but one of them fellas over yonder sells them. Right. So I need to buy a high potion. Which you sell. Yes. It's not that much, so... Actually, I have, how do I sell stuff? Can I sell stuff out here? Yes I can. I have some Allegan bronze pieces to sell off. Okay. I like the eye patch, but some better gear. Bronze Halbergion. I'll be fine. Early game, you do tend to end up, at least in my experience from last time, what I remember, you tend to get all the gear upgrades you need just from doing quests. So, okay. Hello, Osbert. Breathe, Osbert, old boy. Just breathe. Yes. Pain is leaving. Anyway, if only I had saved a high potion. I think this might be the end. Well, wouldn't you know, I just happened to buy a high potion just now. Well, I don't really need this, but if you insist, you have my thanks, adventurer. I was resigned to suffering in silence, for I, Osbert the Undying, veteran of countless battles, could not afford to show weakness to my colleagues and our allies. They looked to me for inspiration, you see. To think that I was almost brought low by a gentle blow to the head. I was only incapacitated for a few moments, I think. To repay you for your discretion in this delicate matter, I shall share with you my warrior's wisdom. If you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. Yeah. Right. Well, another job well done. Now I believe it's up here that we get the Goblin quest, I think. Is that right? Or is it over? Where do I have to fight him? Yeah, it is. It is in this tunnel up here. Okay. Okay. It got quiet. Too quiet. Well, here's the silver ore cluster. There's one. There's another one. I leveled up. Excellent. Okay. That's the goblins dealt with. That wasn't very hard. I don't think I ever touched this, so I should touch the Aetheryte so that I can work back and forth. Oh, there's somebody, finally. Yes, teleporting, travel between Aetherites. Anyway, I've done the job. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Emegina and Sons mineral concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Right, and I want a better sword. Yes. What do I have now? Bronze Bastard Sword. Yeah, but a Viking Sword. Obviously can't tell too much of a difference just by looking, but it's slightly better, so that's good. Another side quest. Zezeda. Whatever. Procure a hammerbeak ribs, I see. Looking to help out around the station, are you? Well then, how about hunting some hammerbeaks? We just received an order from Time's lapidaries for silver ingots. They need it to make ceremonial silverware, or so I'm told. However, we've been instructed to refine the ore by melting it in a furnace lined with a layer of bone ash. Since we don't normally smelt silver this way, I've long neglected to restock our stores of hammerbeak ribs. Alas, there's no time to order more. If you would slay several of the fiends and take their bones to Berengar in my stead, I'd be forever grateful. Is that... You know, obviously, it's a little hard to tell with Lalafels if they're male or female, but... because they're all so tiny. Zuzumeda, you have a main quest for me. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Go on. Rumor has it that there is a vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Silde. Silde. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wisten, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to the Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Wisten thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Wisten and volunteer for his expedition. Interesting. But, I think I'm going to hold off on that one for now. You know what? Well, I don't have my phone on me. I can't see what time it is. Well, I could just look at the local time, stupid. I have it on the... on my... Never mind. Don't mind me. Right. Okay. No. How do I... Okay then. How do I teleport? Teleport. Ul'dah. Yes. I want to go back to Ul'dah. I want to report in on my guild quest, but also... I think I'm going to go ahead... I may not do them for now, but I'm going to get the equipment and get the... take on the quests for the crafting and gathering guilds. I may do some of that next time I stream. More so, but I want to at least get it so I don't forget. And just double checking, there's no more quests I can grab in here. Yeah, level 80. Yeah. Anyway. And there are a few people around. I need to get to... I need to go here. Because like I said, I need to buy the correct equipment so I can switch classes so that I can take on those quests. So where do I find those? Maybe... no, not you. There are people around, but nobody seems to be moving. I don't know if I'm lagging. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But, now that person's moving. I guess everybody's just kind of standing around. You're who I need to see. Correct. Well, no. Because you have ingredients, but not the actual things. Where do I find the equipment? No. No. Jeweler Battlecraft. I mean, they gotta be around here somewhere. Independent Arms Merchant. Fieldcraft Merchant. Is that the one? Yes. Carpenter, no. Blacksmiths aren't here. It's goldsmiths. Yes. So, well, I mean, yes. Go ahead and get that, and that, and we do have weavers here. I never did weavers before, but I think I want to still. And also, what's the other one here? Oh right, it's a Miners Guild. So, yeah. Anyway, yes. So that's what I'm doing there. So now then, how do I... Right. So now I just... Well, how do I... Because don't you need to do the thing? I can't remember how you do this. Take me to the Weaver's Guild and I'll figure this out. I want to be a weaver. Humble thread, blah blah blah. Eorzia's finest purveyors of quality textiles. Yes. Level 10, right? The level 10 quest. I thought you had to be level 10. It's the level 10 quest, which is well, if I, it's well, actually it is the one that I'm on, so let me get finished with that. Take me to the Gladiators Guild. Let me take another drink. That guy just disappeared. Ah, cutscene. Excellent. So they were indeed the murderers we sought. But what brought Duskrite freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? And why were they murdering Huron men with swords? First sword. What is it? Lancer's first sword. A gang of them hiding in the tunnels south of Blackbrush Station. It seems we're not rid of them yet. Finn, you might as well finish what you started. Go to Central Thanalan and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Finn. See that he doesn't die. Well, I can't keep the bloke from getting skewered, but I'll patch him up as best I can. Finn, defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch me back, and I'll watch yours. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. Huzzah! So, I mean... okay. I guess I have to go back out. It's Central Thanalan? Where do I need to go? Yeah, it's out here somewhere. Anyway. I'm gonna do this, and then... I mean, where do I actually have to go? Is it, oh, it's up in that tunnel again, so I actually need to go around. Bruce the Big, who's like half my size, let's kill these freelancers. Level sync. Oh, I'm actually gonna get synced up. Will I get synced up? I don't know. I know it syncs you down. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oi! And I got an achievement. Excellent. Oh, there's more over here. Okay. Well. go. Is that all? No. Here comes the boss. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Looks like we're done here. Let's head home, Finn. I could use a drink. Please. No. Okay. Well, in that case, I suppose I'll go speak with the guy. Well, first I may actually fight some hammerbeaks, because there should be some up there. And then my level's too high. Well, it's fine. I'm not interested in the fate. I'm just here to kill some hammerbeaks. I know that some people might consider this, you know, the boring part of an MMO, but like I've said before, I'm the kind of person who enjoys doing all the side quests in an RPG, and I've tried getting into multiple MMORPGs in the past, and never got very far, but I always, you know, I want the experience of an MMORPG, and doing these early game side quests of just, you know, killing random whatevers. I'm gonna do this. Killing random enemies and stuff. It's fun. Are these mole people? Interesting. Ta-da-da-da-da. Good, good, good. Okay. There is fall damage. I didn't know that, but there is fall damage. Hello, Wisten. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from stone's throw. I look after them when I've got time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Okay. Hello, children. I like playing with Wisten. He makes sure no one bullies us. Well, here. Have a cookie straight from good Wiston's pocket. Don't mind the lint. Wiston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. You do that. I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, so you'll have to carry me. Well, here, have a cookie. A cookie? Well, if Wisten really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want 2 next time. Wiston's kind to us. I like him. Have a cookie. This is for me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Wiston thanks, and tell him sorry for getting in the way. And lastly, you. But Wiston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Have a cookie. Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. How sweet. Okay. All the children have cookies. Cutscene time. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. A noble goal. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity and with it our place within those walls. We found her. We found the vein. Wisten, you must come and see. Already? Amazing. We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Sure. Where are we going? Down there? Way down in the hole? Brigands. That's certainly a creature. some description. Anyway. Proceed. Yeah, I saw this coming. Although, I've done this quest before, but I didn't remember. But I knew I saw this coming. Doll's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined, bloody city? What did you think was going to happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the Masters of Oldal looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. Hello. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. Something's happening. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lolorita mean to kill us too? And they run away like cowards. But I'm gonna fight that thing, because I'm a hero. It's only a golem. Circles around it. It can't hit me. Hell. That was easy. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. And he's gone. Ah, it's that guy. Curses, seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. The thing. It's happening again. A vision. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ulda herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. Smooth, Thancred. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, business is suffering for it. But Amalja, what stirred him up, do you reckon? Another raid. And I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? No, he would not. Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? End of flashback. Well, cut to another flashback. At this rate, the grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Yeah, there it is. The moon. Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. L'Eorzia will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. More flashbacks. Truly a marvel of Charlayan ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. Night vision goggles. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree. Maybe Papashan will know something of it. End of flashback. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Okay. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? I'm trying to do his British accent, but I can't quite manage it at the moment. It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. You're welcome, my son. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. Right. I shall accompany Wisten and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanalan. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Well, I mean, we've kind of met before, but also haven't. I mean, there was a past life Finn Blackhill on another alternate universe, timeline, whatever, i.e. a different server. But no, we did not meet before in the 1.0 version of the game. No, I'm sorry. We did not. I was not here pre-Calamity. But that's okay. Anyway, what's the fastest thing I can do? It's probably, well, no, I can speak with Whiston again over there, so I guess I will. I want to go back and finish the guild quests so I can start the other guild quests, but here we are. "12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save us. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you... If Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching." Right. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna run up here and give the hammerbeak ribs to the guy so that I can get done with that quest. Who am I looking for? Where am I going? You're inside. You're inside. Okay. Berengar. I told her so. I told her. What is that incompetent little runt doing anyway? Rare as orders like this may be, we should always be keeping hammerbeak ribs on hand. Well, it just so happens that I have 8 of them. Hell. Guess the girl found a way after all. Thanks for the help, Venturer. Don't quite understand it myself, but him fellas said straight set to do it the old way, even though we could be using shards to refine silver faster and cheaper. Well, it ain't my guild, so if that's how they want it. Just goes to show that the Thaumaturge's Guild has more money than it knows what to do with. Gods, what I wouldn't do to have that kind of problem. I'm gonna take the helmet. I like my eye patch, but I'm gonna take the helmet. It looks a little goofy, but it's okay. Another side quest for the same person. You there, help me! A mischief of Kikern has stolen our cargo. The thieving rats love anything that sparkles, and they made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. The Overseer will flay me alive if he finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. The Kikern fled to their lair in the southwest. Follow the tracks and you're bound to find them. Right, well, I'm not doing that right now. Is it cheaper? Yeah, it is actually cheaper. I'm gonna take the chocobo to Ulda instead of teleporting. The chocobo music is does go hard. Yay! Okay, and now we're here. In I go. As soon as it loads. Well, I could speak to Momori. I'm gonna do the guild quest first. Just because I feel like that's a reasonable thing to do. And then I can get the other guild quests, and then I can speak to Mom. Well, the job is done, Mila. Congratulations on a job well done, Finn. Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. You have shown tremendous growth since you joined us, and though it pains me to do this, you have earned the right. Finn, I grant you leave to join other guilds. As you doubtless know, Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilist Guild and the Thaumaturgist Guild. However, there are also guilds where you may learn something of more peaceful traditions. You may even join the guilds of other nations, if that is your desire. Know that I will respect your decisions, whatever they may be. So long as you do not forget that you are, above all, a gladiator. Yes, ma'am. Before you head off, I wanted to ask you. Bruce believes the freelancers were out for a bounty. What is your opinion on this, Finn? They were tracking a man named Aldous. Aldous? Are you certain that is the name you heard? He's alive? But how? Well, I'm gonna get... Yeah... I'm gonna get the shoes. Yes, I'm gonna take the shoes. I also get a better weapon again, and a shield. So I can finally do the shield bash. Armory system, yes. First, focus on mastering your current class. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna do... At least for now, I'm not going to do any other combat classes. I may do, like, Pugilist in the future, but I am going to do the crafting guilds and gathering guilds. Miner, goldsmith, and weaver, I'm going to do those. But first... And I get a shield. Which is good. Huh. How do I... reassign gear? Yes. Okay. And then... Can I? How do I do it? Armory chest? No. How do I switch? Well, I have to unlock the class first, right? I think I have to take the quest to unlock the class before I can equip the things. Yeah, I think that's how it works. I hope that's how it works. Yeah. Goldsmithing. Good morrow to you, adventurer, and welcome to the Goldsmiths Guild. Have you come to observe our artisans at work? Indeed, it is a marvel to watch goldsmiths transform raw metals and uncut gemstones into sparkling rings, earrings, and necklaces, some of which possess magical properties, no less. You know, if you'd like to try your hand at goldsmithing, the guild is open to adventurers like yourself. No prior experience is required, for we teach you all you need to know about the craft. Would you be interested? Why, yes, I would. Vast mineral resources of Thanalin have given rise to a grand goldsmithing tradition, which has been refined through the ages. Our techniques are renowned across the realm, our creations held in the highest regard. However, we of Eshtaim's lapidaries, the premier source for Oldan jewelry, we're not content to rest on our laurels. Seeking to advance our craft, we turn our eyes to the east, the only place in the known world whose goldsmithing was said to rival our own. We built the finest facilities to beckon their masters hither, and blended their foreign techniques with ours. Our guild quickly became the center of Eorzian goldsmithing. Aye, here you shall benefit from the refined wisdom of countless veteran craftsmen. You will learn to see the potential in your materials and shape them to your will. These are essential skills, for a goldsmith must hone his eyes to identify and appraise all manner of materials and, when needs be, recognize imitations for what they are. It is even said that a master goldsmith can ascertain the authenticity of a man himself. You may one day come to possess such vision, but even the most magnificent jewel begins life as a rough-hewn stone. It must first be cut and polished before it can delight the eyes with its brilliance. If you would become a goldsmith, you must needs refine yourself as you would a gemstone. It will take much time and effort, and there is no guarantee of success. Should you be certain that this is the life you seek, speak to me once more. Yes. Before you can embark upon your journey to become a goldsmith, you must first seek an audience with our guildmaster. Are you ready to do so? Yes. Oh, they give me... Well, I got a better... I got a better one anyway. You shall find Mr. Serendipity on the workshop floor just down the steps. Show her your burning desire to learn, and you are certain to receive her permission to join. Hello, Serendipity. Stop right there, you little troublemaker. People are working here. I'm working here. Oh, pardon me. I had you mistaken for a mammoth. For a moment there, Let's start over, shall we? What brings you here today, adventurer? Do you perchance have aspirations to become a goldsmith? Have you aspirations to become a goldsmith? Why, yes, actually, I do. Really? That's great. Welcome, welcome. I'm Serendipity, but you can call me Sarah. Or is that too informal? Sorry, I'm still unaccustomed to this whole guildmaster business. Ah, right. What did you say your name was again? Apollo? Oh, right. Finn Blackhill. Well then, Finn Blackhill. Work hard, and one day your creations may line the shelves at Eshtaim's aesthetic. Why did the music pick up? Okay. Trust in yourself, and you can achieve anything. That was sufficiently inspiring, I trust. Good. Next order of business. Here is your new chaser hammer. Well, I say new, but it's actually a bit weathered. But never you mind that. Just show me how you know. Show me that you know how to hold it, so we can get started. Goldsmith unlocked. Right. Yes. computer set interface. Right. Crafting log obtained. Yes. The class changing system in this game is really good. It's really cool that you can just kind of swap around. Right, I bought the thing, but I can't use it. I forgot. Oh no, I wasted all that money on buying this stuff. Whatever. Yeah, so slight issue. I mean, I still have my basic gear, I guess, for now, so... She'll give me something better, so that's good. Great, let's get started. Though to be honest, I swear you've done this before by the way you wear that hammer on your hip. Mind you, even if you do have some experience, a responsible guildmaster must ensure that her charges have a firm grasp of the fundamentals. Therefore, I command you to craft me a copper ingot. It's simple, really. All you need is copper ore and a wind shard. Our guild supplier Eiston can supply you with copper ore, and I gave you a few wind shards along with your hammer. At least I think I did. If it turns out you don't have any, you'll need to get some yourself. Isn't this exciting, Finn? Your first real challenge as a member of the Goldsmiths Guild. Show me the ingot when you're done. Good luck! Right. Well, yes. But I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. I'm gonna go do the other, start the other guilds. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, it's just down the way. I can walk. Miners Guild. Well met, adventurer. You stand within the Miners Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's natural mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones, and more. Yes, 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 yes. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. Yes. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ul'dah, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Thanalan, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to a thriving mining trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade as it is today owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the Motherlode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in those days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance for back-breaking labor, and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to the breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners Guild, with the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that is left is to commit your name to our role. When you are ready to do so, pray speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. Yes. Music to my ears. Aye, the kind made when one pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you're unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting is uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Haha, and jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray present yourself to Adalberta. You will find her down the steps yonder over by the bar. Hello, Adalberta. Well met, adventurer. Adalberta's my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it is now possible to smelt even low-purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners, and a few folk make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. What's more, you're well-traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit. A mutually beneficial arrangement, I trust you'll agree. So what say you? You will join us, yes? I'm ready to work hard and get dirty. Then I bid you welcome to the Miners Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go on and take it up. See how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I'll assign you a little task to help you get in the swing of things. Miner unlocked. Right, so now I need to swap over to the pickaxe. Right. Interesting. So what is it you want me to do? You look good with a pickaxe, Finn. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns his craft best in the wilderness, with pickaxe in hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Thanolin. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside of the city. Seek out some promising locations outside the Gate of the Sultana and the Gate of Nald, and swing away. The motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. Right. And then, lastly, I'm going to go over to the Weaver's Guild, which I did not do last time I played. I did not do the Weaver's Guild at all. So this will be new to me. But, while goldsmithing can be good for making certain things, accessories and stuff, the Weaver's Guild should, I think, allow, well, accessories and weapons, but I think the Weaver's Guild allows you to make armor, which will also be good. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure you're eager to learn all about our illustrious history. As I'm sure you know, Thanon can be a perilous place, its vast deserts being wont to punish the unprepared. While a menagerie of ferocious beasts stalk the sands, the greatest foe, of course, the midday sun. And so, ever since man first set foot in this region, he has favored light, flowing fabrics that shield him from the sun's rays while allowing his skin to breathe. Of course, Eldons have ever been a people of taste, and demand for more extravagant designs spurred by innovation, resulting in textile goods whose appeal extend far beyond our borders. Merchants had little trouble selling Eldon fabrics in foreign markets, so great was their reputation for beauty and quality. And when traders from those same markets sought to peddle their lesser products in Thanon, well, it gave us little cause for concern. Sunsilk tapestries is synonymous with the textile trade in Ul'dah, you see. Those who come here hoping to peddle cheap rags swiftly learn the price of doing business in our territory. Is the Weavers Guild just a mafia? Excuse me. Wiser men and women with an interest in our trade choose instead to join the guild, which the company generously operates for the betterment of Ul'dah society. We offer our members the tools and techniques needed to become successful, and should they prove themselves especially skilled, they may even be offered a direct employment as Sunsilk weavers. Just imagine, adventurer, your designs could one day dictate the course of Ul'dah fashion. If you desire such fame and influence, then you might be granted a place with us, provided that you are willing to embrace hard work. To ensure candidates can endure the rigors of our profession, our guildmaster has taken it upon himself to evaluate each one personally. When you are ready to submit yourself to his rigorous scrutiny, say the word. The word. Are you ready to meet the guildmaster? First impressions are everything, and you do not want to present yourself poorly. I'll be fine. Yeah, well... Redolent Rose. He is... How shall I put this? He is relentless in his pursuit of excellence. So long as you demonstrate that you are similarly committed, he will treat you fairly and with respect. Wow. That is, that's quite an outfit. Yeah, that's quite an outfit. Okay. What do we have here? Another adventurer in search of thrills and excitement? Shall I dance you a merry jig? No? Well, if this fails to please you, I suggest you run along. Perhaps the women of the Ruby Road Exchange will be more to your liking. Oh, so you mean to become a weaver? Then we have something to discuss after all. I shall be blunt. Weaving is an art, and like all true artists, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventurer, are you prepared to suffer? I mean, isn't that most of what adventurers do? So you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you'll need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not explain what a needle is, I trust. Good. Then hold it as you would when sewing and show me you're ready to begin. Weaver unlocked. Okay. And so I just swap over and now I have two of them and it's frustrating. But yeah. Okay. Well, well, you look like you were born to hold one of those. Even so, I suggest you keep it somewhere safe, especially when clambering over haystacks, as I shan't be issuing you another. It's okay, I have an extra. Now, you certainly look the part, but it remains to be seen if you can play it. I bid you craft me a spindle of hempen yarn. A trifling task, yes. Well, I do hope you find it so. Should it seem even remotely testing, you'll have no future at this guild. To make hempen yarn, you will require mako grass and lightning shards. The former can be purchased from our own dear Jijima. I'm committing to Jijima. The latter you will have to find for yourself. That is all. Right. Do I have any lightning shards? I do. I'm going to go ahead. See, I didn't do the copper ingot because well, I wanted to get some free copper from mining, rather than having to, you know, buy a copper ore. But yeah, to get the Moko grass, I'm pretty sure I'd need to be a botanist, which I can't do until I can go to Gridania, presumably. So it's gonna be a while. So it's 2 gil. So I went ahead and got that. I'm gonna get some more water. And I really hope that I'm both still streaming and also that you can still hear me. I hope I didn't mess anything up. But, you know, hopefully everything's going well still. And, so anyway, I probably am not going to stream for too much longer, but... Momodi, please help me. Settle down, Finn. You got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you are at the ruins. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's most likely it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, Finn. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want. But most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, excuse me, a lot of people would call you a fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Finn, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? All of the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Otopa Potopa whenever you feel like staying. In rooms? I don't remember this. And when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We have a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Right. Quest complete. You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. Yeah. Okay. Well, so Otopa Potopa. What does the in-room do? I don't know. I actually don't know. Hello, Eustace. leave quests. Ah, Finn, I've already said you might come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild leaves available here at the Adventurers Guild. Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves, again, I don't know how to pronounce that, that require the extermination of monsters, to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods. The tasks we term leave quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with Totonoa. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first leave quest. Right. There is... well, that's Thaumaturge. Actually, I can't really see. Well, I'm gonna go ahead... well, I'm gonna see what retiring to an inn room does. What does that do? Does it do anything? Ah! It's... I see... the unending journey. Ah, this is where you can see cutscenes. Interesting. Interesting. And play music? Song rolls. Interesting. Right. Well, I don't have... anything right now. But I am gonna try to look for these now. I didn't know about this. Summoning Bell. Retainers. Yeah, I don't have that. Mini games? Okay. Armoire. Right. Interesting. Well, I didn't know any of this was a thing. Interesting. That's cool, though. Right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the next main quest. Oh, you know what? Didn't I get, better shoes? Yeah, okay. Ugh. Brother, ugh. That's not a good color. But, whatever. Anyway. Look what the Cyril dragged in. Good to see you, Finn. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadanan who needs a help. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles that he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon? If you got the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quickstand. Find Mimigun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Alright, jeez. Chocobo to... I don't know where. Because... Oops. Yeah, that's not... Yes. Hire a chocobo porter. I want... Well, I could just go straight to Horizon, I guess. I have a couple of things to do at Horizon, so, sure. And while I'm out there, I'll go gathering copper, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not doing the fate. Go away. And I'm here, and immediately I see several side quests to get, so... Hello, Dadanen. Finn, I presume. I'm Modi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. Keep us running about busy, they do. Even so that I wish, enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Modi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there is plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you are ready to make yourself of some use. Yeah, okay. Well, you can't exactly see the trousers under that, but anyway. And yes, I will obsessively update my gear loadout every time I get a new piece of gear. Fufulupa! Apprehending a thief, you say? Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow brass blade, Chechezan. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Okay. Zuzu Tyro. A profitable proposition. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed to be profitable and legitimate both. Tell me, do you know what a paste is? It's the scalekin that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. Creatures are wont to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called, and I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it that you're well rewarded. Okay. And Adonin, what do you want? A message to Copperbell Mines. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. And then over here we've got Totonoa. A fine evening to you, adventurer. My name is Totonoa, and I am in charge of assigning local live quests here at Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you to your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you. Before I can permit you to undertake official duties, it is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in this guild live. Do you believe it to be within your capabilities? What is this? Level quests. Yes. Leave allowances are required. You will be granted 3 leave allowances every 12 hours up to a maximum of 100. Okay. Interesting. Right. And it is a well-documented fact. Well, can I read the description of it, please? No. Well. Okay. Yes. Pace prefer Lalafell and me to that of the other 4 races. Various opinions on the reason behind this have long been debated, the most widely accepted being that the squat, rotund build of the Lalafell makes them easier to swallow whole. Makes sense. Seeing that the majority of Ulda's population is made up of Lalafells, this makes the hills of Thanalin a perfect feeding ground for the giant scalekin, and this is why the brass blades are constantly seeking volunteers to travel to the hills and slay the creatures before they find their next meal. Yeah, I can do that. Marvelous. A word of warning: when near death, pastes are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly, lest you become a meal for its mates. Interesting. Right. Look at this guy. The matching armor. He probably thinks he's so much cooler than me, but I'll get there one day. Anyhow. Where? That's where. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go over and do that and also get the eyes for the other guy. That makes sense. I'll do this before I go back the other way. Here, and then I go here, no, here, and then I go here, and I say initiate. Difficulty. Well, recommended level is 10, and I'm level 13, but I'm about to be level 14, but yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, okay. So I just have to kill that thing. Hey, you. Die. Huzzah! No, I'm not going back just yet. I need to... Desert piece. Are they not going to be out here? They're going to be over here. Right. Never mind then. Oh well. Why am I... Okay. Yeah. Don't hit R1 accidentally, because you auto-run. And that's not good. I mean, I could see how it would be helpful, like, especially if you were on a keyboard, you know, PC, but with controller, it's just easier to control. But of course you've triumphed. Here is your well-earned reward. What exactly? Bubble chocolate. Interesting. That... Well, I guess it helps. Yeah. Okay. Da, 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 da. Well, you have more a guild hest. While I heartily encourage you to partake of my guild leaves, should you seek a different sort of challenge, you might also consider joining a guild hest. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Battle Warden Lost Rabbit. I will inform her of your success against the beast, so that there are no doubts as to your abilities. Hello, Lost Rabbit. You needn't say a word, adventurer. I could hear Totonoa quite well from here. As this would be your first time joining us, allow me a moment to explain in detail what exactly a guild hest entails. More than a simple lev quest, but not quite as realm-shaking as a grand company outing, guild hests will test your ability to work together with a small party of battle companions to overcome not-so-small obstacles. The duty is taxing, but the coin is decent, and you will be helping maintain the safety of Eorzia and the well-being of her citizens. If what I described appeals to you, pray speak to me again to join a guild hest. I want potions. Interesting. Simply the hest. Yeah, okay. Guild hests now available. Multiplayer duties. Okay. What guild tests can I do? I mean, like, what's the, up to 4 players? But I don't actually, I mean, no. I don't have any other player. That's the only one I can do for now. I'm gonna not at the moment. Do you have any beak to beak? Can you only do these? I mean, is it a one-time thing, or are they repeatable quests? I don't actually remember, because I don't think I did too many of these leave quests before, but what is that? Bronze knuckles. Well, I don't need that. More of that chocolate. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna hold off on doing any more of those for the moment, I think. I will do more eventually, but for now, I'm gonna hold on. Let me set these iron leg traps. A deadly trigger-activated device that fool upon, which is used to catch a bandit. Yeah, I mean, they're presumably basically bear traps. Yes. Okay, and then before I'll come back, but first I'm gonna go do some of these other quests. That's that one done. And then the main quest is up this way. What do you want? Huh? The Danon's product? Yes. Final notice. A firmly worded reminder of delivery from the jeweler to Danon. Quite literally an eye of a serpent, sought after by goldsmiths and jewelers across the realm for its ruby glow. Interesting. But yeah, this is what... He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Give me... What do you have? No tool gets left behind. Adventurer, please, a moment if you would. Do you mean to go into the mines? Potentially. I fled for my life when the goblins came, and only now realized that I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is as good as over. Well, that's a shame. The product you heard Dunnan going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashikite. Yes, I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Picked it up and hauled it out, even. But then them 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nashikite? I will. I will indeed. A bomb? Poke. That didn't seem very much like a bomb to me. Hello, friendos. The copper goblins are not too concerned with the fact that I'm killing the prism goblins, which is good for me. There's a pickaxe. There's that one done. Okay, okay, okay. There's the sledgehammer. Ore mound. And his old hammer is up here. Yoink. Okay. I've got quite a lot of quests at the moment. But it's okay, they're gonna disappear. But, you know, I like to finish several quests. Excuse me, my voice is starting to go, so I think I'm going to have to wrap up here soon. But I like to finish several quests at once and before returning back to the place where you got the quests so that you can turn them in all at once. You know how it goes. Anyway, I got your tools. Sharpened pickaxe. This weather pickaxe has seen countless years of use, and yet it's still as sharp as the day it was forged. Here we got the old hammer. This weather hammer has seen countless years of use, and its owner seems to has seen to it that the haft remains well varnished. The heavy sledgehammer. This weather sledgehammer has seen countless years of use, and though dented and scratched, its iron head is still in fine condition. You take good care of your tools, Torrid whisper. Gods bless you, you found them. Oh, my beauties, I thought I'd lost you forever. Mining's all I have ever done. It's all I know. With Copperbell what it is now, it's time to move on elsewhere, but without my tools, I just couldn't. I can't thank you enough, friend. You've done more for me than you could ever know. Thank you. Or, I guess, you're welcome, but also thank you for the reward, but, you know. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nashakite? Yes, I did. An extremely rare variety of malachite that gets its name from its deep green color. The same color as former Uldan Sultana Nanasha Olnasha's eyes. I like that. That's good world building. Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha Olnasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Dadanan from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. Oh well. Only so much you can do, but I'll take a new helmet. Next quest. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges could be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble and maybe even offer you more work. Well, I should be able to handle some bugs. I don't know how exactly I kick a swarm of bugs to stun it, but you know, I'm not gonna question it too much. This one. Da-da-da-da-da. Interesting. Provoke. What does that... Nope, that's not... Okay. Yeah, no, that's not what I was after. I was after this. Provoke. Yes. I need to... put that there. And I mean... Auto attack... I mean, should just happen, right? But I don't know. So I'm gonna keep that on the list. Excuse you. Was I talking to you? Because, yeah, like, I mean, that should just happen. Right, and now back to Horizon. Hello, fellow sprout. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn in a bunch of quests, and then I'm probably going to call it a night. But anyway, Chechazon, you set those traps for Foolpapa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps we'll see who. Dolls, bowels, and a knapsack. Are those my leg traps in front of the gate? A trader's chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. I better disarm those things before someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Fooflepaw, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Well, a shame, but... I guess I'll take the strength and dexterity thing. Do I mean... It's actually theoretically worse than what I have, so... Yeah. Anyway. Zuzutairo. It's 4 eyes of the serpent I want. Yes, I got those. I got them. Here you go. The eyes! My thanks, adventurer. What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Why, sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemical concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. And these gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. Peas aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. Well, good for you. I'm gonna just take the bronze pieces. Fooflepaw. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? What you've slain how many swarms of sun mitches? 4. You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much and more you can do to help here. Yeah, new armor. Yes. I'll take the new armor. Leather jacket. Wow. Yep. At least it matches with the pants. It does not match with the shoes, but it matches with the pants at least. Anyway. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalan, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and the Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanalan. With luck, you will find her quickly. Right. There is another side quest here. Looking for a task to fill your evening, adventurer? I may have just the thing if you're not feeling squeamish. Here's the job. I need you to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the mongrels that roam to the south of here. Once you have enough, take the foul fluid to a brass blade by the name of Nonozo. You should find him somewhere along the road out of Horizon, bemoaning his terrible fortune, no doubt. Happy hunting. Right. Well, let me attune to the Aetheryte here. And also speak to the Chocobo Keep. Just to... I guess... Do I need to register with the Chocobos? Don't know. Anyway. Well, is there someplace inside I can go? There is. Not a big place, but you know what? Sit. Anyway, so yes, I mean, I've been streaming for what, 2 hours now. I think it's been good. Again, hopefully you can still hear me and the stream's still going and I didn't screw stuff up. But you know, made some decent progress, of course, with the main story. Of course, it's mostly just fetch quests and go here and slay these monsters and do that. But you know, those things don't take very long to do, though, so it works out. So next time, I think I'm going to do some of the mining and crafting guilds quests and gameplay, do crafting and stuff. I think that's what I'll do next time, although it depends a little bit because next time we might have a special guest. I might be able to get my brother on and we can finally play together, which is what I've been hoping to do like the whole time, and we never actually really got a chance to do that, even though, you know, it's been like 3 years and we've been trying to do that and we never got a chance to. So hopefully that'll happen. That may or may not be the next time I stream, but you know, if it is the next time I stream, then I won't be doing the crafting quests. I'll be doing probably main quest stuff, because I don't know where he's at currently. I don't know, he may be beyond me, or he may be before me, I don't know. But we might be doing some stuff together. But otherwise, so yeah, whichever comes first. I don't know what's going to come first. I don't know if we're going to have a stream where he's with us, or a stream of doing the crafting quests. But yeah, that's whatever comes first. Those two things, though. But yeah, but I'm gonna leave off for here now. It's been fun, and I do want to play more of this game because I genuinely do enjoy it. It really does. I mean, people have said this, and I think I may have brought it up in one of my previous streams, but this game, despite being an MMORPG, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the video where it said, you know, this is really more of an RPG MMO, because it really feels like the RPG comes first. You know, it's, you can do what I'm doing and just have fun going around doing side quests and slaying monsters and all of that, and you don't have to worry about any of the MMO stuff if you really don't want to. It's fun, and I mean, if you do any of the dungeons, of course, once we get there, that'll be multiplayer presumably, but you know, it's really focused on the RPG aspect more so than the MMO aspect, as opposed to a lot of MMO RPGs, which I think feel like they focus more on the MMO part rather than the RPG part. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I enjoy playing this, and I want to play it more. I don't know when the next stream will be. I'm hoping to stream it again sometime in the next week, but we'll see. Like I said, I've been having issues. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on with me right now, you know, in my family and all that. I've had problems with my computer. There's been, you know, stuff with, like, nothing super serious, but there's been a lot of, I don't know, a lot of doctor visits with my family and doing, you know, this and that and the other thing, and then I'm trying to look for a job at the moment, and also considering in the fall going back to school, which would mean moving, which would mean a whole different setup, which on the one hand would be good, because I wouldn't have to worry about the, you know, the family being around, so I could stream or record or do whatever. But on the other hand, then I have school and potentially also a job, to take up my time, so I would have kind of, I wouldn't have the sort of unlimited free time that I have right now, being jobless and out of school because it's the summer. But on the other hand, you know, I would be kind of more free because I wouldn't be beholden to other people, but I don't know. There's a lot going on, so I'm not gonna promise that I'm back, because again, as far as posting videos, which I want to do, but I'm kind of at the mercy of if my computer is gonna run or not. Like I said, my poor laptop, I've had it for 7 years now, and I've tried to take care of it, but I think I've asked too much of it over the years. I've made it do some things that it's not really made to do, and it's suffering because of that, and it's not really doing too well. So unfortunately, I don't really know as far as recording or even editing videos. I don't know. But at the very least, I'm gonna try to stream at least once a week during the summer. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna promise, but I'm gonna try and do that, because I want to play more of this game. But you know, it will be what it is. There's only so much I can do about this stuff. So anyway, with that being said, I don't think I had any live viewers for this live stream, but maybe there's somebody watching the VOD, and if you are, thank you. Thank you, I genuinely do appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching along as I play this game. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you next time. Bye. How do I stop the broadcast? There it is. Okay, bye.